Morning. I have been so encouraged by the discussion boards that we've had this past week. They are so impressive. It's like in the video for the coming week about fuzzy thinking, one of the presenters says one of the advantages of teaching homiletics is you learn so much from your students. If you have time, I really encourage you to go back and read all of the discussion boards. There's so many excellent resources that you presented there in the second one, number 2B, and the ideas that you have presented in each of those. And there's so much information and so many wonderful resources. I just encourage you to invest some time there because it's worth its weight in gold and you will be very thankful for it. I also would like to just encourage you to think through your discussion boards. I think some of you have not read the discussion board thing that I posted last week, but remember some of those simple basics. Number one, I want to encourage you to proofread before you hit submit. That's just something that is a professional skill that you need to develop so that if you're writing a bulletin or a newsletter or just a friendly letter for your ministry, you want to be sure that you have the right words and that they're spelled correctly. And then I want to remind you that your initial post in each one of the discussion boards is to be 300 words, and the interactive post is to be a minimum of 100 words. Now, you could make 7 interactive posts. Just be sure that 2 of those are at least 100 words long. And I'll be very candid with you about this. When I have a question about the length or spellings, I copy the post, I put it into a blank Word document and say run spelling and grammar, and it gives me the number of words, and I can tell, bingo, how that meets those standards. And then remember the deadlines. Your initial post is to be done Friday night by 11:59 Chicago time. Your interactive posts, most of them are done much earlier than this, but minimally by Monday, 11:59 Chicago time, midnight. So those are just some good basics. We are in for a very exciting week. I have just finished listening to the video on fuzzy thinking. That's a great one, and I love the interaction. I have listened for years to the interaction between Brian Hedinger, Haddon Robinson, and Brian Chappell. It's always so stimulating, and I encourage you to really think that one through. Now, the problem is, all the resources this week, you could work on and go back and listen to them 2 or 3 times and still gain a lot of excellent ideas. The PowerPoint presentations are just super. Now, the third one has the carryover that you're going to be working on as it relates to one of the discussion boards. And so you need to work on that and then post your ideas on the discussion board. The 2 videos on Big Idea and the elements of the idea are both just really excellent ones that you, again, I would encourage you to watch each of those a second time and take some good notes on it because it will help you so much in the presentation of your Philippians chapter 4 material. Now remember, your Philippians 4 exegetical paper is due this week, and next week you will have the sermonic paper. Well, you have the other items there in front of you, and you can study those through. This is going to be a memorable, enriching week for you, and I pray for you that you will gain so much, and as you gain, I'm going to gain more. So God bless you and have an awesome week.